What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36. We're gonna change the name Dr. Big Game. Wait a minute. I just thought about something. Is it like the lighting because they can't see the Rat Pack picture? I want to. Can we darken the back part so we can? Because we're inside the world's greatest cigar lounge. Good fellas, that's Miles. Don't be startled. It's not the large black man that accosted me last time. Oh shit! What is today? Ah, fuck. I don't want to see this motherfucker today. He might come. I'm saying, what day is it? It's Wednesday. I don't want to see Big Leon today. Like, fuck that guy and fuck Miami. All jokes aside, Miami, you did good. Y'all are away. Y'all deserve your moment in the sun. I'm gonna give you that. That's me saying this to you. Except for some of y'all like are so in a rush to talk shit that you can't even. I don't even know if y'all are savoring the victory that you have right now. So, like they beat Florida. We'll talk about it. We got some clips. Miami. Yeah, Miami. Like they're so ready to talk shit to Florida State that they forgot. Like you're supposed to be talking shit to Florida right now. You beat Florida. You haven't beat us yet. Now we lost and lost magnificently, like in a terrible fashion, magnificently terrible. And I just got a call from somebody from Florida State telling me that, Mike's coming in town on Friday. So we're going to talk, Mike. I still like you, Mike. I'm not like everybody else. He's not like that. Yeah, what's that song? He's not like us. They can all do the little run for your life. I think at this point I'm just stuck and I don't want to like the song.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Because it's just
and then the more people love it,
that's making me not want to like it. Because I just don't. I think Kendrick is better than that.
That song?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it his magnum opus.
It's not as good as it's literally what it is it's the guy who was ranking on somebody during recess and just said the most random outrageous shit and everybody was like, oh, it got caught up in the hype. I just not getting caught up in the hype. It doesn't. I think he could have done better with the bars.
I think diss tracks have been at such a low bar for so long that kind of reignited it.
And that explains Miami. They've been at such a low for so long that anything that they get is going to like ignite like the passion. But I do want to remind that I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told Florida State fans the last 2 years. Enjoy the wins now, because you never know when it's going to end, right? It's always going to change. Enjoy your wins because you never know. But like, let's just remember, last year you started off the season 3-0. You beat Texas A&M, which is better than Florida from a talent perspective, and you were going to beat the fuck out of the rest of the world until you didn't. And Georgia Tech kind of fucked everything up at that point. So, yeah, I mean, but you beat Florida, and congratulations and shit. I don't know who the fuck we beating at this point. Like, I will say this. We'll go through the whole thing. And for those who don't know, I don't know how to start. We still haven't figured out how to start a show. I normally start the show saying this is Big Games B.S, part of Den Media Group, presented by Alpha Clinic Online. Go to Alpha Clinic Online if you find yourself quote tweeting men's thirst trap pics and trolling them. That means your estrogen levels are very, very high. Fellas, my fellas, that shit ain't for you, dog. You ever took a picture where you fire in that picture right now? Like, it don't happen that often, but you got the right angle. The sun hit you. Your skin was popping. My hair was in a nice bun, nice crisp ass bun, and I had the beard tapered. It was clean. I was clean as shit. It didn't last, or even yesterday, I didn't have the jacket on, but I had the nice, if you're a grown ass man at this point, go see my boy Lathan. Let's get you a tailored shirt. Cause ain't nothing when you get the tailored dress shirt and it just like be, especially if you got arms and shit. Like when you skinny, like Jaden's skinny, y'all like you just go buy a fucking good ass shirt. I can't. I got the neck of a pit. So they make the shirts based upon your neck. Just like your suits are based upon the width of your shoulders, and that's what your pants are. So my waist, I'm built like a mutant. My shoulders are broad, my waist is a little small, even though I'm a big guy. So like, I can't buy an off the rack suit because my pants are like size 52 because my shoulders are so broad. So by the time they taper it all in, my pockets touch. Like they literally come in the back. So I have to get everything tailored. But like when you get that nice, because again, if you get a thick neck shirt, it's a blouse. Like it comes all the way out, and I have to get it tailored anyway. So I might as well spend the good money to get it done right the first time. But it makes you feel like an adult. So I had my shirt on. I had the glasses, so I was looking studious. Beard a little crazy right now, but we'll get that figured out before I got to do Jag season. So my hair gonna get did, my face gonna get did, and all that shit. Man comes up there and I tweet, at least I have Mandarin and I have the Jags to focus on because and UCAA football. Florida State's going through some things right now. Dude quote tweets it. Don't hide. Bitch, you just quote tweeted me, but I don't like when dudes quote tweet. That's not for you. It is 1,000 other tweets that you can go search tweets. Go search my history. You put up a comment, Smile, so I can see. Go search my history. Don't be tweeting the shit for the ladies. It's not for you, fellas. It's not that kind of show. I am an ally. I am not against you and your kind. But damn. Eric, did the baby come out yet? I just thought about something. Eric's supposed to have a baby, I thought. Adrian is not really a thirst trap. I'm medium handsome. Medium handsome people don't have thirst traps. It was just a good picture, and I just had to put it out there. So, but I was talking about Memphis. Like, if these motherfuckers lose Memphis, dog, I'm gonna be so mad because I'm getting an award from the university. I don't want an award. I don't want a loser award. Oh, read the comments. Uh-oh. All right, so where we at? FSU gets more hate than any other team. I really want to find a connection to get all 20. To me too. I just have to watch the other shit. Brian McClain. Good morning, my Jazz come through. What's up, big game? I'll leave if you don't. Wait a minute, huh? Wait a minute. Why did you put I'll leave if you don't want me here? You must be watching something else too. Somebody put is that Frederick? Yo, hey yo, hey yo, a young Frederick, not Frederick Douglass. I can't wait for Miami to play a team that wants to win and get beat. We still have a win streak on Miami in grand fashion. Fatal Jedi. Greetings, bro. Miles, Jeremiah Sneed, morning, den mates. Please hit the like button. Happy birthday, Jeremiah.
Yes, sir.
Happy 30th, man. I think Mike can get it turned around. Sure. We'll talk about that. Also, by the way, probably around 1-ish, 1:30-ish, we'll do the film breakdown. My guy Bobby here. Shout out to Bobby. Bobby deserves this. Bobby was not the person that was quote tweeting my medium handsomeness. Primo. Oh, Primo, did you win? Is that you? No, we had a tie. It didn't show. I don't know what to do with the ties. Do y'all want to split the money, or how do we want to do this for the guys who won the college football pick'em? Somebody said, "Look at the stuff." Adrian, I saw that. Wait a minute. But I will watch my go nose all day, but I'll watch my if this bullshit don't stop. Figure that. All right, why did you tell me to read the comments? Oh, because of Bobby?
I think because of baby. Because it said
oh, baby is here.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought that said Bobby is in here. Oh, Eric, shout out to the baby. Shout out to the baby. Shout out to the baby, man. She been pregnant for a year. Now stay off of her for a little bit. At least 6 weeks, man. Yeah. All right. Shout out to Eric. My bad. You got to I didn't know it was all the way in there. We could have been. He could have by all that scrolling. He could have just said, "Yeah, I had that shit." So we got a baby and a birthday. That's what I'm talking about. Damn. I'm mad though. I am upset. I'm upset because I don't know what the fuck going on, man. Like it's like Adrian's birthday's coming up in a couple weeks. All these Virgos. Did I send a picture with me and Pete so y'all could see how disgusted my face was? I didn't realize how disgusted my face was.
Is Pete the news?
No. It's Peter Warrick is
Peter Warrick.
the greatest wide receiver, one of the greatest, most exciting wide receivers to ever play the college football game. That's fair. You know, I be forgetting I know him as Pete. So can I tell a funny story about it? Because again, this is my BS. So Pete don't even let we called Pete on the show last week because I was trying to get a hold of him. And Pete was like, Pete don't call me. Pete out and about. He had this party on Saturday, on Sunday. And somebody tells me, did you know Pete was in town? I'm like, no, I didn't know Pete was in town. And then they're like, then Pete calls me on Monday. Hey, OJC, I ain't got no tickets to the game. I'm like, bitch, you're motherfucking Peter Warrick. I don't have tickets to the game. They're not letting my ass in. You don't have tickets to the game. You just walk in. Like, you're just Peter Warrick. And he's like, so I ended up making all these phone calls to get him in the right way, right? For him to just walk in, one, not to come and even get the pass from me. And him to walk in with like 5 people. And he like, yeah, I just told him that Mike said it was cool. And they let me in. Like, I just couldn't fathom doing that. That game's not going to be on Tubi. It won't be on Tubi. I'm not going to go that far. That's just disrespect. It's going to be on the CW. It's a home game for us, so it'll be on CW. Yeah, right after Gilmore Girls. Coming live on the CW, 7:30 p.m. Florida State, Florida, followed by Dawson's Creek. Like anybody, y'all are too young to probably remember how corny the WB, UPN, and the CW commercials used to be when they first started. What was it? Damn, what's the show with the witches? I forgot the Charm. The lineup for CW Saturday. Charm, Dawson's Creek, Seventh Heaven.
Wow. Yeah, that's right.
Florida State, Florida, followed by Everybody Hates Raymond, and reruns of Everybody Loves Chris.
UPN was the black people one, right?
No, but UPN was with Moesha.
Yeah.
WB had a little bit of black. You ever notice that? Can we talk about this? It's crazy when you really think about this, especially how much people are against DEI, right? Every show, every network that you like right now, outside of the ones that originated, like CBS, ABC, NBC, you know what they all started off with? Alternative programming or urban programming.
Urban was the word.
Fox had In Living Color, Martin, Living Single, and then they had the redneck version of that with Married with Children and The Simpsons.
That was the black network.
Fox started off as the black network. UPN, WB, and all of them started off as the black network. UPN had Malcolm and Eddie. They had the Jamie Foxx show. And you know what sucked about growing up in Tallahassee? We saw commercials for all of that, but did not have it. They had Rock, Caleb Marshall. Shout out to Rock. That show was very, very urban. South Central. People don't remember South Central.
I don't remember Rock.
Rock was Michael. No, it's not Michael Clark. Dog. It's another. I forgot. I remember Rock. They had the thing. It was like it was so. Oh my God, so black. And then one of them, I think it was which with Fraser Crane from the early 2000s. Your Black Experience was not narrated, was executive produced by Kelsey Grammer. That's how he became a billionaire. All the shows, go look at it. Sisters, not Sisters. Was that the name of the show? Girlfriends. My bad. Yeah. That's Rock. Rock was out there fighting drug dealers.
I recognize the bald comedian. Oh no.
That guy played like everybody's granddad for me.
Yeah. I don't know his name.
Yeah, that's Charlie.
Homeboys in Outer Space, man. Damn, bro. It's just I could not.
That was not a real show.
It was.
Homeboys in Outer Space.
Dog, it was so, bro. It was so black, dog. It was some of the shit is racist. Some of the shit was so racist that it's just like bad. And Rock was very dramatic. They was acting. The
description says 2 astronauts fly around the galaxy in a used starship piloted by a female compter named LaQuasia. It says compter. I don't know if it's supposed to say computer, but yeah, I don't know.
No, it was so 90s black. Like they had another. Flex had his own show.
He was a father on his, right?
One-on-one.
Oh, that's right.
This is the biggest AO though.
Hey, yeah, yo, that's crazy. That's pause.
That's Paul.
Two men riding a. Yeah. Pause. All right, man. Let's go through the housekeeping before we go into this. We're going off on a tangent. I don't even remember. That's basically your Thanksgiving weekend is going to be so bad if we don't get this shit together. Smart guy. I remember that.
I know that. I remember that.
Malcolm and Eddie was a good show. The Wayans brothers, greatest intro ever. I love it. Every time I get my picture of my 2 boys, I sit there. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five, which is a spoof because that's how all the shows were.
Yeah.
Like it was just, it's, I remember telling Frangie, this is probably why I got fired from 1010. Remember doing all of this stuff. I told them the last thing, and they were like, black people shouldn't be so angry about the flu. I said, the last thing I need is an old ass white man telling me how I should feel to be a young black man. And it didn't work. But that's how TV used to be, was old ass white men telling us how black people used to live. If you ever want to see some, go watch the behind the scenes things from In Living Color, and it'll be crazy. Keenan Ivory Wayans is a genius. But yeah. So Miles put up there. Sandra giving you your flowers, man. She said the man behind the scenes, Miles.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been here for a little bit.
Keenan and Kel was pretty good. Nickelodeon was trying to do it, but it's kind of sad to think about all the Nickelodeon stuff because apparently everybody was getting groped.
I don't even understand. I don't even want to look into it. I didn't watch.
Y'all didn't see the show?
The I can't watch that. Yeah. I don't like going around watching
them. A little bit to me though. Were they getting done? Is it just that simple?
So the main culprit was like y'all heard of Drake and Josh, right?
Yeah.
I was really
this was older, but this was like the main story. So one of the producers on there, his name was Brian Peck. He had a sexual assault against a minor case, and the minor was undisclosed. But Drake Bell from the Drake and Josh show came out and said he was the minor that was in the case. And during the Drake and Josh show, he would be getting these things done to him and his performer was.
No, it was more than one though, right?
That was like the main one, but before that, it was really a lot of people felt uncomfortable with some of the stuff they were doing, like the scenes, not really so kind of sexual, but Dan Schneider, that's the main guy, he would do a little like slick sexual stuff, like what
So he was a
scenes-
creep.
Yeah, he was a creep, and
Okay.
he used to get like some of the child stars would like massage him while he was on set, like when they were doing their set and stuff. So yeah, it was weird, but the Drake Bell one was like the
If your parents
Yeah.
let you give massage to an adult, your parents sold you. They sold you.
That's what I'm like. So it's not that I'm saying that the person should be absolved, right? Because that's weird. But let's not act like R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly married Aaliyah.
That was wild.
at 15.
That mom should be arrested. Like, I think everybody should be arrested.
Yeah, they all need to be in jail.
Men on Books. I don't remember Men on Books, but I remember the gays on TV. The thing with the hated it. That was the only time. I hate when men dress up like women. I absolutely abhor it.
I've never seen or heard of the thing you just referenced.
Dude,
So funny.
bro, it was
Oh, I think I remember
David
that.
Allen Greer and
Jamie Foxx?
no, Jamie Foxx played Wanda.
Yeah, that's with
which
the
was
blonde
funny,
wig,
but
right?
it was Gays on Movies or something like that. Or Men on Film. Damon Wayans. And they were just
Movies.
like he had the bald head. Dude, bro, it was hilarious, dog. But like if you go real talk though, fuck the weird Nickelodeon shit. There's like a documentary of like Jamie Foxx made Tommy Davidson's life a living hell every day on that set. And Keenan Ivory would push it because Jamie was such was a roaster. And he would just roast and then also I think Tommy did not like the gay stuff. And he would do the Wanda thing and then he would really like get all up on him. So anyways, man. Like was it two snaps, or Z snaps? On God, they were just three snaps up, 3 snaps down. It was like wow, yo, like it was just crazy. Like I tell my adulthood was the 2000s, early 2000s. That's really when I came into it. So like Jaden, your adulthood is like now. Yeah. And all I can tell you is that the 2000s was a wild time. But I was a jit in the 90s, and I'm going back and looking at this stuff. They was wild in the 90s, dog. Coke was better then too. It was not Jim Carrey. I would not let you disrespect that show. It was James Carrey. James Carrey was wild. So wild that he had to become Jim to be approved by a white audience.
And he had to put on a mask.
He did him doing Fire Marshal Bill. Let me tell you something. And it was another. Oh, he did Shalimar. And he looked just like him. And he was like their spoofs on songs were crazy. Anyways, man, let's just go to the other housekeeping shit. So we get J-Lo. Oh man, Jamie Foxx on his comedy special. He said, I told J-Lo got mad at me, said, you said I couldn't sing. And he's like, you can't. He said, you over here, everybody knows you as J-Lo. I remember you as hey ho. When she was a backup dad, but apparently Keenan Ivory Wayans was clapping them cheeks. And that's how she was able to be who she was, man.
Oh, wow.
He's really white, baby. Doon. Vanilla Ice is white. That was Jim Carrey playing them and doing all the dances, dog.
Dude, so much funnier than
Damon doing the prison dude in the cell, and he acted like all the friends that I had that turned Muslim, and he was just using random big. Let me fornicate my sentence here, if you don't mind me, as I matriculate the seasonings into the like.
So you sound like T.I.
Basically, he was T.I. But my bad. If you want to go get a real good breakdown without any just straight commentary, go check out the YouTube right now. Oh, after this show, we did that yesterday. I love this meme. Like Florida State, like, God, why do you keep giving me all your toughest battles? And Jesus is saying, dude, just cover the wheel route. We just got we got real in there, man. It was fun. I'm here to help you guys cope with shit. Going to the next thing. Damn, that shit's funny. It was T.I. Like, ready to roar. It's football season, so I'll be doing Jaguar stuff. I'll be in expensive suits with expensive tennis shoes that most of y'all can't get anymore. Talking my shit about the Jaguars with my brother Chris Porter. So it's just weapons that he had. They added more weapons. He's still there. His pocket presence in the world is insane. I think they'll put some music behind that. I need to make that a reel. That's what I'm gonna do. Get some good. I don't know what kind of music. I'll probably put some Travis Scott music since I'm wearing Travis Scott Jordan ones. Mandarin U update. For those who don't know, Tramel Jones is out indefinitely with Mandarin. Florida State quarterback commit. He'll be fine. It's nothing crazy. He's not dying. Y'all stop bothering that little boy. Y'all are acting like a Nickelodeon producer with some of the ways that y'all be so stressing about little ass boys. And capri pants that sweat and gyrate with helmets. Like, it's just, you should be getting checked. It's not that pressing. On to the next. Now, I'll tell you why I don't get mad. And people get mad that I'm not gonna get mad. You're not gonna steal my joy. You only get 52 weekends in a year, guys.
Damn, I wish you didn't say that.
Like, you're not gonna take my weekends away from me. My weekends are about I enjoy football. So, like, you can troll me all day. I love watching football. So much so that I watch bad football. And my sons are bad. It was, dude, did you hear the pride in Kai's? Like, Kai came to me and was like, Dad. And just threw me the helmet. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Why are you throwing? He got a little sticker. He got a little sticker on his helmet because he put somebody else's child on their fucking back. That's the way you play football. That's how you raise your children. Now raising these pacified pussies and punks and wondering why they keep talking about the kids in this world are soft. No, who was raising the soft ass kids? Not I. Now, granted, Kai is on this film right here in the red, like right there, boom, red shoes popping out, says, Dad, why would I wear blue shoes? Because who will be able to see me if I don't have on red shoes? Boom. I like the logic. I like the way you're thinking. Don't disregard this. He didn't do shit. But watch the other baby. I don't know who his name is, but that motherfucker coming to Mandarin. Watch this run. This is what I saw on Saturday. I was geeked. Oh, nice stiff
That boy on the ground at the end still. Yeah. It's always funny when you watch these little kids.
Nice
That kid, he's
like, my baby guy, they doing this. My baby boy. When he said, it made me think I was really giving other people CTE for fucking tomahawk stickers on my helmet. That's wild. Like just to go out there. Why did y'all fuck all those people up? Coach James? I just wanted some damn helmet stickers.
What was your craziest like helmet sticker moment, if you remember? Like your biggest like hit block play that got you to sticker?
North Carolina State. I broke my hand the second play of the game. I had to run the ball and I had to catch that game. I caught a pass and I saw a guy and I lined him up. And all I could think about was Greg Jones and how he had laid out to do earlier that year. So I was like, I got to lay this motherfucker out. And I laid his ass out. And he went flying in the air. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get some stickers on this. I'm going to get three. I'm going to get 3 tomahawks on this motherfucker right here. All right, we can see this better now because I want to see. Yeah, let's get this shit. Oh, yeah, smooth. Look, time out. Nah, hell nah. Go back. I ain't break down the video. Look at young 3-6 right there at the right tackle.
He steals that edge over.
Look at 3-6.
He didn't do that. He steals the edge. He made that run.
We gotta slow this. Yeah, man. Hold up, man. This is fuck Florida State for a second. and Miami. We're undefeated ball here. We going running clock. It ain't our job to boost them kids' self-esteem. That's why they have parents. You hear demoralize people. Watch. Oh, you see him fire off the ball? Boom! Hands inside, turns them. That's what I'm talking about. 3-6.
Wide open.
It doesn't let him go. And you see one with the stiff arm. 24 just falls. He says, "I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll."
I love that. This is my favorite.
Hey man, listen. My goal is to get y'all better not let this. Don't man, listen. Y'all better not let me blow up. You know what's gonna happen when I blow up? I'm gonna take over this Pop Warner Association, and we're changing it from UCAA. We're gonna call it the MFTK Athletic Association, and that is our mindset, our mantra. No kid is gonna have to pay fees. We're clearly recruiting. They'll have the best gear, and our job is straight mercy rule. If they don't have mercy, like I told Mandarin this week, we're playing Sandalwood. Probably pouring down raining, but Rain scored 43 points on Sandalwood last week. I told them every point that we're under 43, we call it a Mustang mile. It's basically they got to run up and down the stadium, around the track to the other side, up and down that one, and they got to do that 4 times. Every point under 43 is a Mustang mile. The standard is the standard, and the standard is over everything. Do not play that shit. I want to hear that. You don't come in my house getting your ass whooped. Bitch, we whips asses. Like, it's kind of like Boomerang again. You can't make these movies anymore because they were so great. The 90s was a great time. Eddie Murphy was just making classic movies. And he said, "Hey, man, heard the woman got your pussy whipped. You ever thought of reverse that? Whips the pussy. Whips the pussy. You can't go out there. If my son getting his ass whipped, was like, son, sorry out there getting your ass whipped. You ever reverse that shit?"
I've never heard the hand motion.
No, it's so funny. Like if you do this, you gotta go like that's James. You need to talk to Florida State. Hey, y'all, they're getting your asses whipped. You ever thought about reversing that shit? Gotta whip the ass. Oh man, all right, going to the next. But look at this shit. Bam! Get out of here.
Go, Tyrone is a grown man's name.
Though
I feel weird calling this little boy Tyrone.
Yeah. One, I know he knows how to fight. I've not met a Tyrone that can't fight. But 1, 2, and 3 on my son's team are cheat codes. Them bitches is automatic touchdowns. 3-6 doing this goddamn thing. 3-6 looking like young 3-6 looking like the old 3-6. Really and then 2 just like one, bam, ooh. What's fucked up is go back. This is what you want your kid to do, but not be on the end of. Like, look at that effort. And then just I know what you're wondering how I got here. What's funny is I have a friend whose son played on, like they played on the Fernandina Beach team, and look at the 12U, and they were mad that the 12 because 12U we beat the fuck out of them too. Like the referees made it like they called us over and say, "All right, now they're hitting too hard. Now we don't want anything." I'm like, hitting too hard. Fuck you mean we hitting too hard? Anyways, going to the next thing. This shit. Oh, we got continuation? Oh, the world was a proper place. I mean, I'm talking about we went back in the day. They're bringing people from the dead. What do you mean by that, James? Game of Thrones actor in Wildling, Scott Matlock. If you haven't watched, just look at the hit, one of the famous quotes I've ever seen. Like, I loved it. Where's the big bitch? You ever seen, or the big white? He looked like a character. He looked like one of the cats from Game of Thrones.
Facts. Jeez.
But he is named the starting fullback for the Chargers, 6'4", 300 pounds. He might be too tall, but
that's a big guy.
That's a large mammal, and that is a majestic beard.
What's your old lineman? Your smallest old lineman?
He's basically the size of an offensive lineman.
Jeez.
Like that, he's a faster old offensive lineman. But when America was actually good, we did things like the I formation. You had the Maryland I, you had the wing T, you had all of these different things. And then what we did was we became soft. And again, it's not the kids, it's the parents. You were trying to figure out ways to get your soft ass kid the ball so he didn't have to go through man shit. The motherfuckers out here bulldozing shit. Sick of this shit. I will vote for whoever brings the full. I will vote for whoever bans the spread. Ban the spread formation, you got my vote. 4-5, you want me to vote for you, ban the spread. Kamala, I vote for you. Ban the spread. Matter of fact, just say the only thing that needs to spread is some cheeks. And that is a great slogan. Vote for Coleman 2024. The only thing we spreading is cheeks. We're not even spreading love. just nothing makes me more angry than going in shotgun formation on the goal line. 3rd and 1. Let's get in the shotgun and just run. Man, fucking pussies. Anyways. Triple option would be great. Triple option would be crazy. All right, now let's talk about this a little bit. We got more things that we didn't highlight on the show, but I will be breaking down the film. So if you're a member of Did Media Group, I will post the link in the community chat of us discussing the video breakdown and stuff like that. And I'll probably do some for I want to watch the Miami Florida game again, so I'll break that one down too this week just for shits and giggles. But my phone, my Twitter, my social media, and shout out to Jaden for finding this. I ain't getting not nan call from nobody for my birthday. This was truly my life. Good events, nothing. Goddamn, Florida State loses. Everybody got something to say to me. Do those videos stay up? Yeah, I don't take the videos down. I don't believe in hiding shit. Like, if I said it, I meant it. So, like, when people, like, retweet shit, I'm like, man, what the fuck? Bitch, I said that 8 months ago. I have no idea why I even said it there. Like, there's some context in there. But yeah, that's how people treat me right now. And I'm just like, all right, man, if that made you feel good today, then God bless you. I'm glad I was able to make your day for you to be able to tell me that my football team lost, that I had nothing to do with. Because I don't have the luxury of changing my favorite football team. You Google James Coleman, Getty Images pops up, and there's pictures of me in Florida State shit. So I don't get to change things like everybody else. Like one guy from Florida, for one prominent Miami guy, was a Tennessee Volunteers fan his whole life. He even cried when one of the dogs died. But now he's a Miami fan through and through, and he's Mr. U. And hey, love who you love. You like, you know, I don't think anybody was born any kind of way. I think he had to make some choices. And so he made a choice. So good for him. But one of the things that really bothers me about this season is that, one, we can't function properly, it seems like. And two, I'm not one. Everybody keeps trying to remind me and say, see, I told you DJU wasn't no good. And I'm like, I never wanted DJ. I've never said DJU was going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate. All I've stated was that I need DJU to do what he did at Clemson and what he did at Oregon State. 3-1 touchdown to interception ratio. Now, he still can do that, and you'll win a lot of football games. I did believe that based upon last year's results, there shouldn't have been anything that we saw that made us just fear anybody. But I did say we were probably a 10-win team. I think 11-1 at best. And goddamn, I don't like Greg said we could run the table. I don't see us running the table. But if they wake the fuck up, stuff can happen. Because we'll see it on the breakdown. Like it was shit that should have happened. Cyclops TV 24 said, how's Denny doing? Denny's actually doing pretty good. I talked to him yesterday. But let's play this right here. If this guy showed up the last 2 weeks, just doing this, Florida State wins games. And shout out to Rum Drinker for finding this on TikTok. And hopefully there's no music or anything with it, or we just mute it. But I don't need him to do anything besides this. So boom, watch this. Decisive, drops back, throws the ball hard and on a rope. And to a person, splits 2 defenders. He is definitely not throwing like that right now. And then sometimes the guys were so inconsistent that when he did throw it to him, this guy's in there somewhere, man. I just don't know where he's at. Like, now imagine Florida State fans had he made that throw in that corner route in the end zone. I'm just saying, guys, is again, I don't want him to be Jordan Travis. I just want him to be that. And right now he's not. I don't know. He's got the yips. Then that's what they call it in baseball. So,
dang,
hey.
Lewis said he's broken, man.
He might be. Well, let's not show. Fuck Hayes Falls. So we lost 28-13. We talk about that on the other show. We'll break it down a little bit later today, but we got some other things. Here's a guy that I absolutely dislike.
Oh, no.
Emmanuel Acho. But he's giving some hope to Florida State fans. Went 13-1 one of his years, and let's listen to him break it down for you guys. Because some of y'all Florida State fans is doing the most. You're acting like bitches, man. You need to go get your life right, man. Stop acting like some hoes. And damn, this is crazy. I'm gonna tell you, stop acting like some hoes and act like Acho, which I personally kind of think he's a hoe. But whatever. I'd rather you act this kind of hoe. Like, be a good hoe if you're gonna be a hoe. But let's listen to what he has to say.
Coming out to my balcony, Florida State fans, I think it's time we have a talk. Let me tell you about my 5-7 2010 Texas team. See, in 2009, we went to a national championship game. We had one loss, similar to y'all. We only lost to Alabama. But in 2010, though we had the number 6 defense in the nation, we finished 5-7. Why, you might ask? Because we didn't have a quarterback. See, it does not matter all the talent in the world that you might have on your team. A bad quarterback can undermine all of it. We had Kenny Vaccaro, first-round pick in the NFL draft on that defense. We had my older brother, Sam Macho, played 9 years in the NFL on that defense. My running mate at linebacker, Keenan Robinson, drafted in the 4th round on that defense. Myself drafted in the 6th round on that defense. Jordan Hicks, still playing for the Cleveland Browns on year 10 on that defensive linebacker. We had Alex Okafor, drafted in the NFL, played for 8 years in the 4th round on that defense. But we went 5-7. Had the number 6 defense in football total and went 5-7. Why? Because we had a bad quarterback. Godspeed, Florida State. DJ Uiagalelei, you better get it together. Because Godspeed. It still haunts me. Goodbye.
That was rational.
I feel like I don't like him even more.
I still don't like him, bro.
That made it worse.
Fuck that guy with Magic's dick.
With Magic.
With Magic Johnson. But 2005 Florida State, we went 8-4, 8-5 that year. We went 8-5. I'm not gonna say Drew wasn't great, but Drew was young, and we had a really good defense. Man, nobody likes him. Jennifer Dorsey says, I don't like the way he talk at all. You know what? He brought up Sam. I don't like, that's whose teeth his brother is the one whose teeth concerned me. Because his brother's doing analysis and stuff too, but like his teeth are just wild. Like there's a lot of incisor to not a lot of gum. And like it just throws you off, man. Like that throws me off more than the people who don't have teeth. Like, are they missing random teeth? Is the people with like their gums, or it's a lot of gum and the little teeth, or a lot of teeth and a little gum? Like, I'll be wondering what was going on when doing the creation process. Like you're just throwing shit together.
Have you seen like the new Veneers? They're kind of off-putting a little bit.
Hey, but the fan base is mad. They going after the D tackles, Farmer and Jackson. They like, them bitches went and got them Tia Kemp teeth. They can't lie nobody.
Yo, Tia Kemp is crazy too.
Saginaw said, I don't even know if bunk is in normal society.
Bunk.
That Broderick Bunkley. I've told stories. I don't know where Bunk is. I'm just glad I haven't heard about him in the news. Bunk's was a terrifying dude. Big dude. But man, I mean, talking about like they got the. I used to want Veneers, but like now that the way they look, it looks like again. I go to Rugrats.
That is so perfect.
And when I don't know why this episode of Rugrats always sticks out, but when Granddad's teeth came out and the dog put Granddad's teeth in the dog's mouth, that's all that I'm reminded of when I see people with veneers. And like I do want to get some, I want to knock all these out and get some new ones, but they got to figure this shit out first.
Yeah,
because you ain't finna have me out here with some really like all them teeth in my mouth. There's a lot of teeth.
It's
Too much
strong.
teeth.
They toothy. And when you're a big dude too, and you got a big head, and then you got big teeth, it's just a lot of big going on up top. but as a consensus, as a family, we could all say fuck Emmanuel Acho, right?
Yeah.
You know what? His brother might be a good dude, but fuck all the Achos. A chew, a sneeze. Damn, that is crazy. But y'all was wild for that. Motherfuckers blaming the band, blaming teeth. Like you said, they like they not hungry enough. I'm like, dog, what are we talking about, man? Like, bro, them cats ain't hungry. But here's who's not hungry enough. Hungry, why wait? Pre-game Empire put up a wanted poster because my guy said he was going to eat some poop. My dog said he didn't even have a dog. And I asked him if he wanted me to get Charlie, because Charlie pooped in the cage the other day. We had some fresh poop for him. But he's nowhere to be found. And, Florida State fan who said he would eat dog poop if Florida State lost to Boston College and then deleted his Twitter during the first half of the game.
Crazy.
It found
The first half.
it was rough, man. It was a rough first half, man. Like I ain't even gonna hold you, dog.
Man.
He knew it wasn't looking pretty, dog. We had opportunities too, even after the first half. But like that man knew that they didn't care about him having to eat some poop. And that man did what I think this is not masculine. If you make a bet, make a bet. Like own up to it. Florida State losing to Miami, I gotta pay a lot of money out. I stand on it. I'm hurt, but I stand on it. My guy Seymour Stacks loves to remind me. This is the other part. This is what bothers me. Like you're a Florida State fan, right? And like you're reveling in the fact that Florida State is not having success because they're not doing what you said. And I'm with you. When they don't do what I said, I just tell them I told you so. But I'm not finna. I don't want them to stink because I actually like them being good. It's better for everybody. But he keeps bringing up that him and Chris made this bet for a top 5 offensive line class. And I think it's like $1,500. I don't even know what it is. But he keeps bringing it up to me about the bet that they made. And I'm like, bitch, I didn't make the bet. Like, y'all go talk to him about the bet. And I'm like, dog, you keep talking about a bet that ain't due till December. Now, if you lose, you lose. Pay your debt. Poop, man, you said, nobody asked you. Nobody was thinking, you know what a good bet would be? Ha, if you lose, I'm going to make you eat poop. You brought it up. You brought it up. Wayne Johnson says, you think Mike will bring former players? We have former players come to every game. They're at there. They do the pep talk. This past week, Jaden Wilkinson. We had a former player from the 2013 team come and talk. Good cat. Played defensive end for us. I think I said his name wrong. Jalen Wilkerson. Yep, my bad. Jalen Wilkerson came in and spoke to him. Gave a good talk. Like, talking ain't going. I don't know what y'all like. Motivational speeches can't. Like, if you getting your ass whooped, that's all the motivation I've ever need. Damn. Like, ask all the information. I can't will you. Like that's what people are like. We gotta fire this coach and make them play. Nah, I mean, like bringing another. Like, oh no, the firing might. But people like we gotta bring in another coach. Like another, like they're not finna like motivate you. Like you have, it becomes internal at this level. RQ305, y'all up, man. Y'all, I'm about to talk really nice about y'all in a second though, because shout out to RQ305. I mean, y'all were this good last year, and y'all was trolling us last year. So like, keep trolling. Like then when you win, you're right. But if you lose, don't go nowhere. Like just know that. like just know you've done this every year for 23 years. Like eventually, you're going to eventually be right. I hope you're right. And I hope you're right for you. Because, like, to me, like, you know, I'm just like, I would be like, damn, for 23 years, I've been saying we back and we ain't been back yet. Maybe I should just enjoy my winning. Like, win the ACC and you got nothing but time. You can talk your shit. You'll be in the college football playoff. You'll be all of this stuff. Like, and to be honest with you, y'all will probably be doing really, really good. But going to the next thing, like, you know, that's the wild part is just like, I'll be like, yeah, see what I said? Like, they're so worried about, they can't even enjoy their own win. Like, that's the wild shit. When we won, you know what I wasn't thinking about? I wasn't thinking about Miami fan the least.
Not at all.
I was just sitting here like, I'm just glad we win it. But when we were winning before we beat them, they were like, we're going to beat y'all.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not even looking at y'all right now. I got to worry about what's on my plate.
All right.
Before I get to Miami, we got to get through these other games.
I think both Florida State and Florida and Miami are now fighting for a proof of concept in this new transfer portal era for sustained greatness. Who is going to come out with the right proof of concept for sustained greatness when it's all said and done?
But I do agree with what Emmanuel, Achu said about quarterback. And Miami got a better. Miami hands down has the best quarterback in the
It was between Cam Ward and DJ at FSU at one point.
And Cam declared. And FSU fans keep saying we should have picked Cam. We didn't tell Cam no. Cam said made a video. He's declaring for the NFL.
Yeah.
His grade didn't come back right. We had picked DJ and moved on. Cam decided to come back, picked Miami, played phenomenal. Lights out. We'll talk about him in a second. Guy that we did hit on in the transfer portal will be Richie Leonard. 90% pass blocking grade, 50 pass blocking snaps, 0 pressures allowed, played every snap on offense, did a really, really good job. You know, shout out to him. In the transfer portal era, everybody everybody bashes transfer guys. He made a good decision. He's a guy that actually looks like he wants to play in the NFL. He wants to play after this season. Right now, everybody else at Florida State has to determine if this is where they want their career to end in November, or do you want your career to expand to December and then after that into the NFL? Because Jesus Christ, it is looking bad. If Florida State could play tackle or he could play defense, I would let him play both ways like high school. Going on to the next thing. This is hilarious. Nothing better than the college football meme zone. TMZ releases footage of the attempted shooter for Donald Trump's assassination. Hello? Hey. All right, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm gonna hit you back. I hate my running backs when they do bullshit. But that shit's funny though. Now, here's another thing. So again, for troll material, and this is what trips me out is like Florida State stinks right now, right? But goddamn, we stink. But like Jesus, when we stink, everybody make sure we know we stink. Like it's not a lot of other people that stink. Nobody brings, and this is why when people say nobody wants you, it's a lie. Because nobody talks about, you know what? Ugly people don't get spoke about.
Yeah.
So after searching through 14,000 major school seasons on college football, We found this. Only twice has a major school started at 13-0 and then started the following season 0-2. Western Michigan and FSU. And that's just like, that's fucking sad. But at the same time, who the fuck does that kind of research for somebody you don't give a fuck about?
Crazy research.
Yeah. They had to find something.
But if DJ was the shooter, nobody would even know it was an assassination attempt.
Why left?
That motherfucker was throwing some of them passes, bro. I'm like, yo, and then somebody had the nerve to say, well, if the offensive line would block, what would happen? What would have happened? He wasn't gonna hit that bitch wide open in stride. Or he would have thrown, when he did hit somebody wide open in stride, he threw it to Kyle Moore drops. That bitch, boy, ooh. You ever just wanted to throw something? I wanted to throw my Powerade cup at his ass on the sideline. But that would be rude. And that would be unbecoming of a former player who's been there before. But like, I am disappointed. I ain't mad. I ain't angry. I'm disappointed. At the end of the day, my ass ain't getting whooped out there. So I'm good. But yeah, FSU stinks. Everybody's letting us know. Like nobody's, mind you, Florida's about to be on like their 17th coach in the last 20 years.
Yep.
But everybody knows about Florida State stinking. But whatever, going to the next thing. This is, again, to quote one of my favorite fictional characters, Dom Draper from Mad Men. If you don't like the conversation, if you don't like what's being said, change the conversation. Right now, there's nothing that he can do. Those motherfuckers got him his own business card. They went on ahead and made him a business card because 99% of all 99% of all student athletes go pro in something other than their sport. And this is for DJ Stinky Poo at gmail.com.
Anywhere but the league.
Anywhere but the league. Tallahassee, Florida, 323. They got an actual Tallahassee zip code. That's wild.
Right, dude.
When you're not winning, it's not bad. But again, this is all just verbal and written stuff. I saw a quarterback get hit in the back of the head with an orange. So until that's happening, this is all fair game. Win games. Like, but
yeah,
it was wild how they were bossed. They booed him.
DJU?
After the first drive, we won Brock.
Yeah, I remember.
We won Brock.
Yeah.
The most popular person at a school is the backup quarterback.
Right.
Dang.
Well, because people forget there's a reason why he's a backup quarterback. Here's another one of those good barbs. And it was hilarious. Oh, I didn't realize who tweeted that. That's my guy, Grinch. Grinch is a big dude, by the way. So Grinch can talk this shit. Grinch like 6'4", 300 too. He said, Big Dave talk about nobody gonna say this and that to his face. But if he throw hands like his son throw the football, I ain't worried. Oh, damn, man. I like Big Dave too, man. Big Dave is just a good dad, man. It's not his fault that his son can't throw the football right now.
His other son did pretty good.
So
Oregon too.
I don't even know how to say the name, but the anime picture brings up a good. Brock has to be feeling both good and bad. Like if he goes in and he's going to have so much pressure to do well. What's funny is I was talking to one parent and they were just asking my opinion on the stuff. And, you know, obviously they're in that quarterback room. And he was like, they like DJ. They all have a good relationship. Obviously they want to play, but they feel bad that he's going through that stuff. And it's just like, and that happens, man. I love my team. I loved all my teammates in my set. I wanted to play in the league, though. I had mouths to feed. That was my mindset. And as I talked about on the show, like, I ain't come from nothing. Even though I liked my stuff at Florida State, everything I had at Florida State was better than I had growing up. Christmas gifts, all of that shit. But I didn't have like what everybody had on Hallmark Channel. So I used to say, like, I used to listen to Troublesome 96 before every game. That was on my mixtape. Troublesome 96, Birdman Jr., Annie Up by MOP, Shook Ones. Trying to think. Somebody's Got to Die. It was a lot of murder and drug dealing going on on my mix CD before
That's a good
games.
mix.
But like my nigga Napoleon said, somebody got to explain why I ain't got shit. I was coming in that thing just like I was coming to knock people out and take what I needed to take. But Tarif knockout. If you go to the next thing, goddamn Grinch, that shit was hilarious. I just got to hit the camera too. Shit be wild, bro. Fans are ruthless. The internet is ruthless. Don't get on the internet when you're not doing well. Or just always remember, you can always ignore it. You don't have to respond. Now, this is where we saw the highlight, the montage of DJU. People are like, offensive line got a block. Offensive line got a block. This was when I was fucking fed up. Pete laughed at me. I was ready to walk. So before this, after this play, Cal Murlock drops the pass in the end zone. We got everything that we want right here. Everything you want. It's push play. Can we slow it down, put it on 25?
Yeah.
Now, this might not be on a rebrought, but it's fine. And we'll go through all of this stuff again. Still not great, but god damn, there. Like what? Pause. What if I told you that this pass wasn't completed? There is like, and then Pete said the funniest thing. Said that motherfucker was so wide open, but he would have done some goofy shit like fall down. But go ahead, push the rest of it. The play calling stunk. Actually, now that I think about it, it was a bad throw. Go back a little bit. Go back. Nah, you don't even gotta go. Hold on. Keep going.
Keep going back.
No. Pause right here. It was a bad throw. You also have to help your quarterback out. I thought that the ball was like thrown into the fucking stands. It's literally so it's called a corner route. And the reason why it's called a corner route is it's the corner of the fucking end zone. Where's the ball at? Push play a little bit more. Let's see where does it drop out? It goes out of bounds. If that dude is 6'2". If he goes to the corner of the fucking end zone, he catches that shit. Now, granted, it was a bad throw.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here saying, you got to go out here and you got to make him look better than what he is, man. He is what he is. But if he would have adjusted, you could always adjust forward. It's harder to adjust back. But goddamn, that was wild. Now, I'll say this. Go back a little bit, Miles. And I like this kid. I like his uncle. His uncle's dope. But damn, boy, number 76, there, boy. Oh shit, there is. God damn, boy. Look at the top of the left tackle. That is not like everybody else was fine. Do you see where he's at? It should have been a holding penalty.
Right.
That man is holding his waist. Now we talk about our guys. So they were in man coverage, got crossed up. Man. Yeah. I'm saying. Florida State scores right. Florida State had in the first half, in the second quarter, 2 red zone opportunities, left with 6 points. Game should have been tied going into halftime. You know what Florida State did? What Florida State was going to do after this? They got the ball back to start the second half. You go down and you score. You're in control of the game. Mind you, this is coming off Boston College having damn near control, having almost a 3-1 time of possession in to Florida State at this point. What does that mean? That means that if you're only winning 14-3, having that much time of possession, this is not a talent. I'm here to tell you guys, that's not a talent issue. That's an execution issue. Because this in Georgia Tech, you still had opportunities to win that game. That means you're more talented than the team you're playing. Now, the problem is when they play Miami's going to boat race your ass if you play like this. But going to the next thing. Brendan Sonnone talks about the transfer portal guys, and this is what's wild about Florida State in the transfer portal, as what has been different in previous years. Of FSU 17 transfer portal additions that cycle, 4 haven't played. 2 more have played fewer than 20 snaps, so that's 6 guys. I believe only 4, Jalen Lucas, Grady Kelly, Sonnone Lolohe, and Richie Leonard, are in the top half of their respective positions nationally for Pro Football Focus grades. Marvin Jones Jr. is noticeably absent. Darrell Jackson has not performed to the level in which we thought he was going to perform. You will see there was some plays by Cam Riley that were good, but there was also some that was so inexcusable that I have no idea. One in particular where he was trying to cover the swing route. You saw it. You jogged. You did not run like your hair was on fire. Right now, this is just a team that's moonwalking and getting through and just trying to get by. Football is entirely too hard for you to just try to get by. And if this is true, what everybody says, they think that they're fat and happy and they got too much money, they got their check this year. Check won't be there. Checks ain't cashing next year. So we shall see. But
yeah, I just want to mention that time of possession stat you mentioned earlier. Boston College owned the time of possession with 39 minutes and 9 seconds to FSU's 20 minutes and 51 seconds for the entire game.
You said how much? Say that again.
Boston College had 39 minutes and 9 seconds, and FSU had 20 minutes and 51 seconds of possession.
So 15-minute quarters, for those who don't know. So they had over 2.5 quarters. You know what, man? Fuck the other games that happened this weekend. Let's go to the good. Let's go to the football that deserves to be talked about. Rivals played. Now this leaves the Miami the opportunity to win the state in October, I believe. Yeah, the games are in October, if I remember correctly. I'll be down there for that game. Damn, somebody deleted some shit.
Yeah, October 26th, Florida State's at Miami.
Miami played the University of Florida. And beat them very convincingly.
41-17 final score.
I mean, it started off with the first drive. Cam Ward looked don't worry about that. Looked poised, under control, and I'm gonna throw it out there. At times, he looked bored. I think some of the throws that he had, he's throwing across his body. Even the interception that he had. Now, will he be able to get away with that with some other stuff? I don't know. But right now, he looked good. And this is what Florida fans look like.
I saw somebody call him Trunk. Oh, no. He just looks like the word
now,
trunk.
Everybody likes to say that, James, you talk so much shit. And I don't really talk a lot of shit. I just talk about football in the way that I know. Right? Can we find the reel where we break down this young man? And I want to just read some of the comments. Because I got roasted. Florida fans are extremely upset with me for me saying this about him. Now, I don't want to be right. I'm not saying it. It's just like I said that when anybody in life, I'm just going to give you free game by Big Game. Anybody in life who just uses all big words or all terminology doesn't know what they're talking about. Because nobody talks like that. And this is a game where I'm not reveling. I mean, me and Luke came on the show, and Luke was right. What Luke said came to fruition. The only thing that they didn't do that I thought that they should have done more, just not to have it on film, but it builds Cam's confidence. They didn't even have to throw the ball. They were dominating the line of scrimmage so much that they could have just ran the ball down the Florida throat. Cam would scramble and would be running, and he didn't just pull up. He stopped and then walked out of bounds. I have never seen that before. Like, you're running, boom, 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 and it just says, all right, I'll walk out now. And didn't get smacked one time. Florida's defense was outmanned, outcoached, and their offense could not do anything. That front seven was good, even with Bain going out early. And G5 Billy hired Cosplay Kirby, as my boy Denny said. He looks like a kid who dressed up like Kirby Smart for Halloween. And that's probably what he looked like the entire game, because he didn't have an answer for any of this shit.
Lost on Halloween.
Let's go to the next thing. Let's just look at and what happened was we told a lot of Florida fans that Billy Napier got a lot. We called him White Willie. Oh, they got mad. There's nothing like Willie. But all right. You got your thing up there. Go look up I was about to say Willie Simmons, not Willie Simmons. Willie Taggart in the water bottle. Go look at him. But now let's look at Billy and look at we had a coach that had a water bottle whooped his ass too. Or he had an issue with a water bottle as well when he was losing games. But let's listen to what Billy Napier, like him in his water bottle moment right here, Moss. Go ahead, push that.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, given the experience and how confident you were in this team going into this,
I mean, that thing, god damn, that shit. That's how he played. That's how their players played.
I mean, it's embarrassing, to be quite honest.
Can we go? All right, hold on, because I got to count this. Go back to the beginning. All right, let's go. Let's count how many twists he has. One,
experience
two,
and how confident you were in this team
three.
This season, just how disappointing.
All right, whole grip. 4, 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's embarrassing, to be quite
6,
honest with you. Yep. That's
7.
How I feel. That's how our kids feel.
8 times a charm.
We've got a
Nope.
decision to make.
9.
And I think we have.
And just says fuck it. Thirsty. Did he do 10 attempts or was it 9? Let's round it up.
Yeah, Coach. I mean,
It was 9. Okay,
experience
9
and
attempts
how
at
confident
man, boy. Coca-Cola made sure that Aquafina made sure they wasn't getting that bitch open right there,
I
boy.
mean, it's embarrassing.
I know that water bottle's gonna have a.
That's how I feel.
It's gonna sound like. He kind of looked like Thanos without the Infinity Stones.
I think he has a rectangular head.
Yeah, like the face and the hair, like just the chin.
I found that really.
All right, let's listen to. So, all right, we saw that just fun. Like, here's what we said when he first got introduced as a defensive coordinator. And man, the fan base, Florida fan base, did not like me. I got called a lot of different things. But let's go ahead and did you find ours or you just found the
Ours.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Man, did that hand was that because you know them things got them ridges too. Like I was at the combine when I did. Okay. I need y'all help. Somebody tell me what the this guy's talking about.
Modern football is. We don't have a toolbox. We like to say we have a tool shed of scheme. You know what I mean? Our deal is we're going to be multiple 4-down front team that play split safety man match, middle field close coverage. You know, where creeper gets thrown around right, which is a 4-man pressure versus the pass and a 5-man pressure against the run. So it's a mixture of fire zone and cover 3 cover concepts. A process that's different at 4-down front and 3-down front. At the end of the day, not many people are like us that are multiple in the back end and multiple in the front end.
Like, you ever seen somebody who wants to sound smarter than what they are, so they're going to use every big word that they got? Not even Great Value Kirby Smart, because Great Value brand, a lot of people joke about that, but that shit is actually pretty good. Like them Great Value oatmeal raisin cookies that they had, them shit was delicious. We got a tool kit. We got a tool shed. We're going to do some of everything. We're going to run a 4-man pressure, which is a 4-3. Like, we're gonna run a 5-man pressure. I mean, 5 on the run. Do you realize how good your D line has to be to get pressure with 4? I need y'all help. Somebody tell me what the this guy's talking about.
Modern
And then it got mad. Can we push it? Let's see if we got any good ones. People were like, you know, the first thing that everybody says, who's this Ice Cube looking motherfucker? I'm like, damn, why I gotta be
Ice Cube?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, man, it's always Ice Cube, man. Like, it's always like, what's wrong with being Ice Cube, man?
I don't know. It says, if you couldn't comprehend regular scheme talk, just say you need them to simplify it for you. That's from Leroy.
Leroy? That's exactly what Florida's defense needs them to do. They need them to simplify that shit. Like people like if Kirby said, it got like when Florida won, right? Much like our Q305 did. This one got some upticks, man. And when Florida started, like they did pretty decent coming out the gate. Like I was getting like, see, he's good. And then that was dead. Nobody talks about it anymore. They're not too fond of
Yeah, they don't.
Nobody ever apologizes, man.
Yeah, I want to go back. William Ringwood Jr. says, Coach used no big words, and I hate when people say big word. What the hell is a big word? He just talked about concept. Loved what he said. Do you love what he said? Now? Yeah.
Do you love it now?
No, I think you didn't understand. Now you got me dissing Nas. I'm not even gonna go there.
Just because he wears a visor doesn't mean that he's bright. Just because you understand him don't mean that he's nice. It just means you can't understand all the bullshit that he writes. Is it multiple in the front end or is it multiple light?
He's only 30, so the fact that he understands and reciprocate is impressive.
I want you to understand this. Most football coaches play ball. That doesn't mean you have to. Like, I don't think you have to have played ball to understand ball. I do think that there are some things that you have to like. That there's some intricacies that you might not get if you didn't. But like, there's some of the best football players never play ball. He played linebacker.
Chunk?
Mm-hmm.
Chunk.
There is absolutely nothing that screams linebacker about him.
It screams trunk.
He is built like a prepubescent boy. He is perfectly fluffy. Like there's fat. Like people call me fat. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not as sexy as I was when I played. I'm sorry. I'm not burning 6,000 calories a day anymore. Fucking sit in the chair for the most part, and I yell at kids.
MFTK.
But I don't look like that. I can promise you that. Like that would fucking ain't nothing in this world more disappointing than being skinny fat. Because when you see him, he's really not like you would think just by that right there, right? Just because of the way that the camera. This is why they always tell you, like, if you do a show like ours, you have to portrait mode, right? You have to turn your phone like that because it gets more of your like. But when it's vertical, it's two things that's gonna happen. It's either gonna make you look a little more svelte, or they're not gonna get everything. You're not gonna see the whole body. He is skinny fat.
You just gotta.
It's confusing.
Fat head. You got a fat head.
It's confusing. Like you should not have a double chin, and it's not like. But it's not like. It's not. It's not like he's. But like the rest of his body is like. It's squishy. I don't want a squishy defensive coordinator.
Weapon X2980. Obviously someone never played football.
That's really tripping me out.
Personally, the young dude knows what he's talking about, and hopefully he applies it to the field.
Yeah, you never played football, James.
That's what I be saying. When they say you never played football, I'm like, yo, man, like, yo, hey,
yo,
shout out feelings.
Shout out, brother. Muzone 1307. Clearly, you're misinformed. You're speaking of an FSU legend.
Oh yeah.
No, that's brother Muzone be on here all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know about it. Let's hold on. Like y'all be throwing that. I appreciate it, right? I do appreciate when people say that legend. Like, hold on now, wait a minute. Good. I was good. I'm willing to now embrace that I was a good player. Like I know I was good. Bobby knew who I was. Like, you know how many black number 36s Bobby Bowden saw in his lifetime? Like Bobby, and I didn't have dreads or beard. Bobby seen me and all that shit, knew exactly who the fuck he was talking to. So I recognized that I had to have been, for him to know my name, I had to do something. There's a lot of people that don't, that you'll never know played at Florida State. Peter Warrick is a legend. Marvin Jones is a legend. I happen to know those guys very good. I have no idea why they even talk to me. Like, you ever been around, like, imagine a world where you grew up watching people and then they became your friends. Like, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, Charlamagne brought it up to Ed Lover. Ed Lover was talking about, I was hanging out with Biggie Smalls, and then he just said, "Whoa, wait a minute! You can't just like throw that out. Like that's me and Pac were kicking it. Say, wait a minute, you can't just drop that. Like we know the story. Like everybody gets to do that. But nah, legends are a bit of a reach. I was good though, and yes, I did fuck John Vilma up numerous times, but John Vilma was really good. That wasn't my best highlight, Luke. It's probably the one that a lot of people remember me for scoring the touchdown against Miami. I actually enjoyed my touchdown against the Gator Bowl. That was crazy because I shouldn't have scored that. And technically it was my second one. My first one got called back. I got punched in the nuts on the first one. But yeah, man. Cam Ward destroyed this motherfucker. Like I knew, and I just had a feeling. This is why when Florida fans were confident, I couldn't speak. I could not speak confidently and say, even though I did secretly want Miami to lose just because they'd be talking shit, but I knew they weren't. I'm not a hater. I give props. Like, just because I don't like you doesn't mean that I'm going to like if you're good, you're good. And Jaden learned this about me. Talked about Steven Jackson on the show and said he's full of shit and he's a bullshit artist. But I shared something that Steven Jackson said.
Yeah.
On IG. I'm with you when you're right.
Right.
But I knew he had to go up against this dude right here. They also shamed me about, they told me that, then they got mad because I fat. They called me fat or something in the comments and get mad because I fat shamed 21. Because we got a video of him last spring, like he was big, a little larger than what he needed to be.
A little plump.
Oh, almighty fan. I did not get a chance to ever block Sean Taylor. I was whooping DJ Williams' ass, but then DJ Williams whooped my ass too. DJ Williams knocked the fuck out of my ass, like in the worst possible way. Like y'all be looking at, oh, he got put on his back. That's not the worst thing that can happen to you in football. The worst thing that can happen to you in football is like I went up to hit DJ on the goal line, and I had to whipping their whole ass that game my sophomore year. Man, I ran up to hit that motherfucker. Boom! He hit me and got up under my pads, and I went backwards. My hands was like this, and I landed 5 yards in the backfield in the same play, the same way I went to go hit him. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I'm shooketh. I'm shooketh to my core.
Shooketh.
I'm looking at my hands like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing? And I flew. Greg was coming. It was like 3rd and like 1 on the goal line. We should have scored. Greg is coming in. Greg's like, shit, he's supposed to be my lead block. And then he gets stuffed. And he's like, what? Where the fullback at now? Where the fullback at now? I didn't get depleted. I landed on my 2 feet. I just went up in the air for a second and back. And then I landed on my 2 feet with my hands just like this. And I'm sitting here, and I remember DJ Williams was a cold motherfucker, dog. Cold motherfucker. That motherfucker is like, where the fullback at now? Where the fullback at now?
Talking reckless. I'm like, man, fuck that motherfucker. Then I look to my right. Billy Sexton's on the field and Mickey Andrews on the field. I don't know what Mickey was screaming, but it's probably not, you probably can't recite it for TV. And Billy like, man, what the COVID? Get your rap. And I'm like, bitch, I'm 19 years old, man. That's a grown man.
Supposed to be in high school right now, man. Get out of here, man. I was sitting there like, man, he's supposed to hit me like that. I got his ass back in the ball game though, because that motherfucker got me right there. Though I can remember it so vividly because it did not happen often to me.
Because you're a legend. That's why.
I guess so. And that's why I talk the way I talk. I was like, you remember the ass whoopings that you took. Because if you never got a lot. When you got your ass whooped a lot, you can't talk shit. Because then you only talk about your victories. I can't talk about my victories like that because there's a lot of them. But man, I remember I wish I could have got it. But I'm going to tell you where I fucked up at is I forgot that motherfucker was a first round draft pick. And that motherfucker showed me he was a first round draft pick on that play right there. I was like, holy shit, that motherfucker, that's a bad man right there. Which is also the reason why I played against the greatest collection of talent that the University of Miami has ever seen. You guys have saw on this show, Big Leon Searcy came in. I have a reverence because I almost went to the University of Miami. And it bothers me, not that they're good. It bothers me that what Miami accepts as good. Because you have a notable program. You have a history that is worthy of bragging. And what you brag about is bullshit. I mean, that's my only thoughts, probably. Because again, it's like y'all, you've had so many greats, man. It's a fun rivalry, and it's a fun rivalry. It's just who makes the rivalry suck? The fucking fans. But I'll tell you this: that the linebacker that they have at Miami right now, phenomenal. The D line, that they have is pretty fucking good. Some of their DB play, I still don't know because I saw things that Mertz should have been able to take advantage of, but he didn't. But we got a video that we could show, Miles, to show why. This is the video that Mertz got hurt on. I don't know which. I think it's the Steven Rodriguez one, or it might be Nick Delatorre. Now, what's ironic is all those guys that I just mentioned, you know where most of them came from? The transfer portal. All right, yeah, this is the play that Graham Mertz got murdered, as they used to call him, as notable podcasters that suffers from bulimia, called him Murder Mertz got murdered. So we'll watch this. Is it up there? So watch this. That's just childish. Oh, you can see it's her. It's that screw. Oh, damn, they can't see it. Sorry. Yo. Testing.
Hello.
Damn. Oh, it's clear now. All right, fuck it. You see how bad that offensive line block? It fucked me up. Like Miami defensive line fucked
the whole connection.
That it fucked my microphone up. Like, god damn. I was like, what the hell is going on here? But nah, that's some wild shit. But yeah, go ahead and read Cam Moore's stats off for us.
So Cam Moore had 26 completions, 35 attempts for 385 yards, and he had a completion percentage of 74.3. Threw for 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. His longest throw was 40 yards, and he ran for 3 times for 33 yards.
So I'll say this from a statistical standpoint, that's way more impressive than the other things that I saw being bragged about. And here's what I mean. So people are bragging about Musburger or whatever the fuck the dude name is at LSU. They were bragging about USC's quarterback. I think USC's quarterback threw 1 touchdown, and he had like 300 something yards. That's not impressive to me. What Cam did, 26. You said 26 completions, over 300 yards. So that means he's averaging over a first down per completion, and he's got 3 touchdowns. When I see over 300 something yards and I see 1 touchdown, for me, the object of the game is to score points. I see a lot of throws and I see not a lot of production. And that's something that I can't brag about that. And especially when I'm going up against, no matter what you think about LSU and USC from a tradition standpoint, both of those defenses was ass. I had a friend tell me that USC's defense was respectable last year. And I said, bitch, have you watched? Did you go? A quick Google search tells you it wasn't shit respectable about their defense last year. They averaged 30 points a game, giving up. That's not good.
Yeah, the USC quarterback, he was 27 for 36, 378 yards, 1 touchdown. Miller Moss is his name.
So Cam is pretty good.
Yeah, he
was snapping. I can't even knock on that.
He was snapping.
Now, I'll say some of the throws were just, I think he gets bored. Like, again, he was just getting bored and just threw it. Just, well, you know what? I think I could do this. Some of the crossbody throws were like crazy. And that just let me know he has better arm talent than what people gave him credit for. And I just think that's good for him and good for Miami right now.
Yeah, they up.
I'll say the only knock that I'll give them is Billy Napier is a fucking shitty coach. Like, I mean, I pray they don't fire him though. I pray they don't fire him.
Dang, Luke.
But I do think, this is probably, that's all but it's odd though. The odd part about it is
ukulele.
So listen, man, shit, bro. I ain't got nothing for that, man. I SOD. Can you look up? Like, I'm trying to figure out who is that? Is that? No, that ain't Cam. I don't know who SOTD is. He does need to hold a clipboard. And a lot of people like it won't translate to the NFL and blah, blah, blah. Man, guys, as a guy who covers the NFL, it doesn't matter. The NFL took what's my man name? Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh Allen stunk. Like, the NFL sees what they see. College is a completely different beast. It don't have to translate to the NFL if it wins him an ACC championship. He will be a legend in Miami. And right now, I think too many people are worried about the wrong things. And your college, like, that's what you got to worry about. And right now, that was a phenomenal win for them, man. One thing I don't get paid to troll. And I got a lot of other cool shit going on in my life. Like, I'll talk a little shit back and forth, but like but it ain't really, I don't do all of that. They look good. And I have to say that that's the truth. They look like currently they look like the best team in the state. So we'll see. Now, the ironic part is, and I think Luke has even said that shit, I'll take it. Which is, I would take it too. They follow Mike Norvell's playbook to a T. They got hits. They got hits in the transfer portal. And right now, what happened is the guys that they took, and what's cool about them is they took guys late in the transfer portal and they hit. Martinez is pretty damn good. But what was unsustainable for Florida State isn't sustainable. Because you're going to have to get another quarterback next year.
Right.
And I'm going to go with Emmanuel Echu. Because he's right. If you don't have a good quarterback, And again, it doesn't have to be a great quarterback. It just has to be a good quarterback. But you know, I don't see any. There's no development. There's no development. Bain was good when he came in. You didn't develop Bain. I don't know. Again, you know, I'm wrong. The offensive line's developed. The midget is a great. They got a midget. They literally got a midget. That's the offensive line coach, and that motherfucker can coach. I can't even knock that. The best coach on their staff is the midget. That bitch can fit. I call him Polly Pocket. He can fit in my pocket. Like y'all don't even remember. Some of y'all too young to know about it. There was a little girl's toy called Polly Pocket. You know, she had her whole life in a pocket. And I got a picture of him and Toby. It looked like Toby, like my dog is already big, but it make my dog look way bigger than what he is. But kudos to Miami. And all of those different things, man. I forgot where the linebacker come from. Like I know he ain't a homegrown guy. But shout out, goddamn dog. I just thought about something. And motherfucker Fuller took the Boston College job, we'd be in a different position right now. Fuller would be at BC, and Derek will probably be here. Derek Nicholson would be here. Damn it. Yeah, bounce. All right, cool. So, anyways, man, outside of that, guys, shout out to Mike. Kudos to Miami. Show got to be a little short today. We had a lot of try to compress a lot of different things. We'll go break down some film a little bit later today. To my Miami fans, again, kudos to y'all. If y'all would like to see me break down, actually, it doesn't matter. I'm going to break down the game. So y'all, if you're a member, feel free to come over. You will join the channel. Feel free to come over. Let's watch that game together. Talk about y'all good and what you did, good and the bad and the ugly. Outside of that, appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me. And remember, this week we have the Fantasy Football League starts. We also have the college football pick'em, and you also have the other pick'em. So the pigskin pick'em, which is the NFL. So make sure y'all check that out. Florida State's calling me. I'll see y'all later. Yo.